Hello Cancer, welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. I have my statue of Aphrodite here as it is the month of love. So hopefully she will lend her significant powers to the readings this month. I do want to mention also that I did also record a yearly overview for Cancer for 2014. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out yet, you can just click on Runescopes below this video and go to my channel, and those will be probably under all of these videos as I upload them. You can also watch the video for your rising sign for the month of February to get some more information about other themes you may be dealing with in your life during the month of February. Of course, the only way to get an accurate reading for yourself is to book a private consultation, because then I can connect with you and your spirit guides specifically and deal with them as far as getting messages for you. So if you haven't had a chance to do that yet, you can definitely drop me a line below this video anytime and schedule those. I usually run about 2 to 3 weeks out scheduling. So there usually is maybe a bit of a wait. You might want to keep that in mind. But so the sooner you contact me, the sooner I can get you set up. Those are $65 for a half an hour session, and I do those on Skype. So just let me know if you want to set one up. But let's dive into February Cancer and take a look at what you're going to be dealing with during the month of love. There seems to be, for some of you, a delay around your home or around family, Cancer, and I think you're going to be focusing on this in February. For some of you, this could just be that you are wanting to do something to your home, actually change something about your home. You may want to move, some of you, and maybe you haven't been able to do that, and that's what's causing kind of this frustration. You haven't been able to get out of the house that you're living in to go to a new place or a new location, and that's what's troubling you. Some of you may have been, there may be an ex or someone that you're still connected with that's causing frustration for you in your life that you haven't yet been able to break free from. In February, you're kind of, thinking about ways to go about this, trying to break free of this person so that you can move on with your life. And for a lot of you, I feel like this would be a person that it was not a wise choice for you. And for some of you, maybe you haven't made any steps to get out of this situation yet, but in February, you really start to kind of think about that and plan how you're going to, start over in some way. Cut ties with this person and start over. So that's what your focus is going to be in February. Some of you may feel that you have missed an opportunity with someone in your family. Maybe you feel like you could have used the holidays to reconnect with someone and you didn't, and you're feeling upset about that. It really does no use to kind of regret things that we've done in the past, because you can't change it. Just think about the future. The only way you can go is forward, and there's always another opportunity to correct things. Usually we're offered another opportunity. If you pass an opportunity by, then think about rectifying it in March. February is a time with Mercury retrograde, so communications and electronics go haywire. Ruptures are more likely in relationships than reconciliations. So if you're going to reconcile with someone, or just want to talk to someone that maybe you had an argument with, or that you don't like the way things were left between you, plan it in February, but actually do that in March, because I think you're going to find the seas a little smoother if you wait to do that in March. If, of course, this is someone who is ill, who you don't know how much time you have with this person, then by all means, you would want to do that as soon as possible. There are sometimes circumstances that are way more important than the Mercury retrograde. So you got to do what you got to do. It's basically what I'm trying to get across there in a whole lot of words. Forgive me. Sometimes it comes in and then it comes in clearer like 5 minutes later. There is going to be help available to you in February, Cancer. You're going to have friends, family around that are going to kind of help you. If you want to close the door on a situation, if you're trying to leave a situation, somehow trying to close the door on your past. There are people there that are going to be there to help you with that. Cancer, for some of you, there may be a job opportunity that comes through in February. If there is something that comes in and you can put off signing until March, again, because with the Mercury retrograde, don't really want to sign up for anything new. If you could avoid it until March. But I think you'll be able to do that, a lot of you. Because it seems like you may find this opportunity in February. Now, if this was something that started before February, if this was an opportunity you interviewed for, say, in January or even last year, it's fine to go ahead with this. You know, it's anything that started before that's coming back around is okay. It's just new opportunities that you would want to delay until March, if you can. Of course, if you are out of work, you've been out of work for months and need a job, take it. You know, you can't afford to be picky at that point. So as with everything, just common sense, kind of look at your situation, because not everybody's situation is the same. You all have different situations. These are just generalities. So definitely do what you've got to do in February. But I do think that for a lot of you, there is a lucrative opportunity coming in for money. That you're going to be there for quite a while, and you're going to continue to reap the benefits from this. So I think this is going to be a long-term positive change for you, career-wise, for many of you, either a promotion or a new job. And I feel like you have help getting this. So a reference, somebody that you know that you have listed on your resume is going to give you a stellar reference. Maybe it's an old boss. You know, and you're going to be leaving a bad situation behind. So for a lot of you, this kind of conflict around home could have had to do with this past job. Maybe it was interfering a lot with your home and family time, and you're going to be leaving that behind starting in February. So kudos to you if that's the case. But yes, I mean, I definitely feel like maybe you have a friend that's a reference on the inside of this company, and they're going to give you a really good kind of leg up on the competition. So for those of you looking for a new job, Cancer in February, I think you're going to find a significant opportunity. And those of you who've been waiting to hear back, I think you'll hear back in February, and get ready to go. I think you'll be at this place for quite some time, most of you. What help you're going to receive also in February is, for those of you, Cancer, for those of you who are coupled, you're going to have a very special Valentine's Day. Some of you may be taking a trip. You may be going somewhere special for Valentine's Day. This may be something that was delayed for a little bit. You know, maybe you were going to do something last year and you didn't have the money, or maybe your job interfered with vacation time or something and you weren't able to go, but you're going to be able to go for Valentine's Day. So that'll be pretty spectacular. Some of you may be getting married on Valentine's Day, and if you do, congratulations. But I just see you, as far as romantically, Cancers, especially those of you who are coupled, it's going to be a very pleasant month. Those of you who are single, you may very well meet somebody in the month of February. And I feel like this will be when you're out doing something you enjoy. So you will be out and about. I don't see a big group around you though. So, I mean, you know, maybe you're just at the movies or something, or, you know, in line at a shop that you like to go visit, or getting a coffee at your favorite coffee shop, something that you enjoy doing. You're going to run into somebody. Some of you may have joined a club or something recently with people, like-minded people who are interested in the same thing, some kind of common interest that you share with these people, and you're going to meet someone there. So February is a prime month for you to meet somebody, Cancer, if you're single. So definitely get out and about. Don't kind of hidey-hole away at home. They're not going to show up on your doorstep. You got to go make yourself available. And some of this could be online too. Maybe you're online in a chat room of like-minded people. Again, there's some kind of thread that's common with everybody in the chat room, and you get to talking to this person and meet them that way. So love lives, Cancer, it's going to be looking up in February. And that's going to be a help to you in February, dealing with whatever this frustrating situation is. I think the month is going to be more positive than negative. So that's always good. What can't be changed, or what you kind of have to accept about February, is that there will be, with Mercury retrograde, of course, stops and starts with communication. Things may be delayed. People may say things that just come off to you kind of rude, or somebody may rub you the wrong way and, upset you in some way. And you may just be a little flabbergasted by this. Some of you may fire back. If you can not do that, that's probably going to be advisable, but it can be difficult in a situation like that to not kind of fire back. There may be somebody in your life who you just feel is not using their wisdom, who is just really not thinking things through, being very reckless with their choices. And you may just, have enough of this person and kind of give them a piece of your mind. The best course of action is to just kind of keep it to yourself, because again, with so much confusion going around and people taking things the wrong way with a Mercury retrograde, things can get out of hand very quickly and turn into a big dramatic thing. So just keep that in mind in February. If you get a little hot under the collar, Cancer, and want to really kind of rip into somebody, you're probably better to hold off. Now, in the midst of this new beginning, those of you who may be meeting somebody new in February, Cancer, there may be somebody from the past who comes back in and tries to kind of mess this up for you. Or there may be somebody who is, and this is coming up for a lot of you as a female, who may be jealous of what you have here. So if you're a guy, maybe it's an ex, partner who is jealous that you now have a new someone. Or for you ladies, maybe this is a friend or a sister or somebody you're close to who's just jealous that you've found someone. Jealous maybe of the time that you're spending with this person and not hanging out with your friends as much and whatever, which is kind of normal. I mean, that happens. But most people tend to be a little understanding about that. But just make sure that you're not shutting everybody out completely. Make sure that you're still making at least some time for your friends, because nobody likes that person who, like, when they get into a relationship, suddenly they don't have time for the friends at all anymore. And then they just expect, that you're still friends, even though you haven't talked to them in 6 months. That's not really awesome. So make sure you're not doing that to your friends. For some of you, it may be that somebody's doing this to you. Maybe somebody, a friend of yours or a family member has found, has gotten into a new relationship and suddenly it's like you don't exist and you're upset about it. So it can work either way. But, again, just be careful, because, it may be that you're assuming that it was all this person, but maybe this, this person has been busy with work too, or other things, and it hasn't just been this relationship that's been taking them away. Maybe they had something going on in their family that's taken them away. So just be sure you have all the information, because Mercury retrograde is notorious for making people jump the gun, say things that they regret when they don't have all the information. So that's just kind of the warning of the month, Cancer. Think before you speak. Make sure you have all the information. Let things unfold before you kind of make a judgment call. And kind of stay out of other people's drama if you can. I see a lot of that going on around family, friends. Stay out of it if you can. But yeah, don't be too quick to judge. Some of you may also be dealing with a member of your family who is not under the weather or not feeling well. This may come on rather suddenly or come as sudden news. For some, this may be your mother or someone connected to your mother who's just not doing well. And, you may need to go deal with that. But I feel like this person's going to recover. They have strong powers of recovery, a good health card coming up after that. So it seems like they will recover. It may be necessary for you to kind of drop things, though, and drop everything and go either be with this person or be with other family members, kind of take care of things while this person's under the weather. And it seems like this will come, of course, at an inopportune time when you've got all this positive stuff going on, and then you've got to deal with this. But I mean, you'll be happy to do it, once you get there and kind of settle in and deal with the situation. You'll be glad that you're there and able to help out. Sorry about that little break, Cancer. The batteries died, so I had to change those. But yeah, maybe it's this person who calls you about this health situation going on in your family is somebody who always makes demands on your time and creates drama. And maybe you feel it's their place to be kind of handling this situation rather than calling you and expecting you to drop everything and kind of deal with this family situation. So, I mean, that's another way that that can work out. But just remember, if this is a sick relative, they are, in most cases, going to recover. You know, if this is more just like a drama situation going on in the family, just kind of do your best to stay out of it. And again, think before you speak, because ruptures are more likely than reconciliations in February. Cancer, but that is what I see. Good things on the job front, good things on the love front. So I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day, and I will see you again in March. Thanks, Cancer.